Hi, मेरो नाम इतिशा गिरी.
Hi, मेरो नाम Brikuti Rai.
And we are
Boju Bajai. What we see is shaped by what we consume on media through media. र हाम्रो फिल्म हाम्रो म्युजिकले चाहिँ अहिलेसम्म पनि एक किसिमको पोर्ट्रेल बाहेक अरू चाहिँ देखाउन नसकेको कारणले गर्दा पनि हो कि a lot of younger people are still not open to this like challenging the gender stereotypes or what's expected of a certain like person in a relationship.
What is acceptable? What are the boundaries? Yeah. So we have to, if we're talking about this, I know we have to talk about this super hit film called
Kabir Singh.
So सबैजनाले हेर्नुभयो होला कबीर सिंह like biggest box office hit of last year, I know, एकदम. Ani, I don't know if you have seen the film. I don't know if this ever like even crossed your mind because everyone was just raving about how great Shahid Kapoor was in that role. And Sunny, Ani, there were so many reviews, and obviously it made a lot of like women really upset that this ideal of this okay, love means it's the passion, and passion means violence, and that's acceptable. That means that he really loves you. This idea was just being perpetuated, and
and that movie was sort of like a reminder of how things have not changed. किनभने हामीले एउटा एपिसोडमा कुरा गरेको थियौँ हाम्रो म्युजिकको नेपाली म्युजिकको कुरा गर्दा यो अर्ली 2000s मा जब नेपाली पप सङ्गीतको एकदमै सुनौलो दौड चलिरहेको थियो मेरो अब हामीले भनेको मात्रै तर हो कि थाहा छैन सो त्यहाँ पनि त्यति बेलाको गीतहरू सम्झिनु भयो भने जस्तो सुगम पोखरेल अनिल सिंह अथवा अदर मोस्टली मेन मेल सिङ्गर्स उहाँहरूको गीतमा चाहिँ एकदमै जस्तो सुगम पोखरेलको गीत के छ त्यो फेरिको दिन सम्झन चाहन्न भन्ने वेयर प्रब्ली द गर्ल लिभ्स एन्ड उसले उसको हात काट्छ रगत बग्छ होइन अनि लाइक एक त हार्ट ब्रेक एक्सेप्टेबलै नहुने भयो भने पनि यस्तो खाले गर्नु इज ओके जस्तो खाले मेसेज जुन दिएको थियो त्यो द वे द म्युजिक भिडियोज अफ प्याकेज त्यो एन्ड देन नाउ अप टु कमिङ टु लाइक मुभिज लाइक कबीर सिंह वेयर सिमिलर भाइलेन्ट बिहेभियर्स आर सर्ट अफ लाइक पोर्ट्रेड एज नर्मल.
Yeah, not even normal, portrayed as, this kind of like emotional and physical abuse is almost portrayed as like a testament of his love and loyalty towards the woman, I know? Yeah.
And that kind of behavior, it's not just limited to movies, right? हामीले आफ्नो real life मा देखेको छौँ हाम्रो friends, happens to, like a lot of people we know, उहाँहरूको idea of what romance is shaped by those kind of behavior because when you start dating यङ एजमा स्पेसली तपाईँलाई त्यो कन्सेन्टको बारेमा त्यो कन्भर्सेसन कुराकानी छैन प्लस हाम्रो घर समाजमा त यु डोन्ट टक अबाउट बोयफ्रेन्ड नोबडी टेल्स यु ओके वाट काइन्ड अफ बिहेभियर एक्सेप्टेबल इन अ रिलेसनसिप स्पेसली इफ युआर डेटिङ साइन टु डेट एट यङ एज सो यो चाहिँ मेरो एउटा साथीसँग भएको थियो दिस वाज लाइक कपाल अफ लाइक 10-15 years ago सो दे वर उहाँहरू चाहिँ होस्टेलमा बस्नुहुन्थ्यो अनि सिमिलर क्लास होला क्लास 10-11 कतातिर एन्ड द इन्टायर द काइन्ड अफ portrayal we see of what is an ideal boyfriend is like it's very possessive कति बेला घर आउने कसो कुरा गरेको टाइपको हुन्छ नि
मलाई मेरो बोयफ्रेन्डले 200 मिस्ड कल दियो भन्ने म किनिहाल्नु
त्यति बेला हामीसँग मोबाइल फोनहरू थिएन तर what happened was she was like boarding school ma ani the guy she was dating saw her talking to one of her classmates or friends like ani उले चाहिँ आएर एकदम रिसाएर त्यो केटा अनि त्यसै कसो कुरा गरेको किन कुरा गरेको I am your boyfriend I love you so much why did whatever भन्यो होला and then she doesn't know what to say right she's only 16 and she was like oh but he's just our friend and then I don't know त्यो केटालाई के भयो त्यति बेला हैन अनि he was like I love you so much why and then like के भयो एक्कासी त्यो केटाले अनि यसरी उसले एउटा भित्तामा च्याम यसरी पन्च हानेर अनि उसलाई यस्तो सिन्दुर लगाइदियो अरे अनि and then she was like what just happened like what am I supposed to do are we married ke ho yo just imagine you're 16 and this happens to you this is a real story I'm not making this up and then she was like के भयो के like what just happened भन्दा भन्दै त्यो केटाले अब रगत बहिरहेछ हैन and then he went on to write I love you के यसरी त्यही रगतले यसरी आई लभ अनि उसको यो सुक्यो हैन फेरि पन्च हान्नु फेरि why oh you लेख्यो उसले आफ्नो लभको उसले लभ गर्छु तिमीलाई भनेर देखाउने उसको एउटा प्रयत्न which is very this is not how it should be तर when you're 16 and that happens to you how do you take it do you say oh this is what I think love is what do you object to how do you object त्यो खाले कुरा and especially film गीतहरुमा यो खाले बिहेभियर देखाएछ भने you'd be like शाहरुख खानले त यस्तो गरेको थियो अथवा whatever अहिलेको छ नेपाली हिरो हाम्रो त्यो फुटबल खेल्ने हिरो जेडी फिल्मको हिरो त्यस्तो गर्यो भने a lot of young Nepali girls will think okay this is what like this is my favorite actor he portrayed this on screen this is probably what if my boyfriend does something like this is true love but that is not my dear friends it is not